I would like to talk about discerning, about how to choose what is relevant for your life without expectations for the future.
Okay.
Or attachments or anything like that. How to discern in the moment what is relevant for you. And can I give a little backstory about how this came up? Because I feel like that might be relevant for people.
Sure.
So, a long time ago, I had this story playing out that I would do something to accomplish something else. I would get something to prepare for a future present time moment. However, the item that I was thinking about at that time came up in my reality today. So today I was like, I'm going to get that item. And then I had to kind of become present again and discern whether or not this was the joy of the moment or if it was because I was thinking about a future abstract moment.
Yes, you're on the right track because you're basically doing what I'm going to suggest to do, which is to get the item for its own sake because you're excited about it, not because
of any future present time moments or any future expectations or ideas of how something will serve me later. It's just for the joy of doing it.
Just for the joy of doing it. You can play with the idea that this might be used in a future present time moment, but the expectation or the leaning into, like, this has to work this way. I have to have this because of a future time present moment. That's where it starts to get wobbly. That's where you begin to fall out of the present moment, and then you're setting your expectations into future present moments at the expense of the excitement in the present time moment. So you can get the same item. It can be the exact same item, the exact same idea that you're playing with, but the intentions might be two very different intentions. If you're setting yourself up to expect for the future at the expense of your excitement in the moment, that's a very different feeling than getting something for the joy of it now, to play with it now, just one small piece. You can imagine that it could also be used for a future present time moment.
But it has nothing to do with the now of it.
But the excitement in the now is what's important. The excitement in the now is telling you, this is for me now. Even
if I don't, regardless of whatever.
Regardless of what happens in the future.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
That's the difference. So if you're leaning into the future, if you're saying, I have to have this for a future moment, you're
that's
putting
conditions.
Yes, that's the expectation. You're putting a limitation on yourself in the present moment. Now you can play with the future present time moments, but that playing is a very light feeling. And it doesn't come at the expense of this present time moment. Does that make sense?
Yes, that is perfect. That is really perfect. Thank you. And I think this is a short and sweet little talk. What do you think?
I would say so.
So the end all be all of this is choose in the moment, discern in the moment whether something is joyful, regardless of whatever the ego might think, expect, or want for another present time moment. The only moment that matters is the now.
The now is here.
And the now is guiding you already.
Right. And the leaning, the expense of your present time moment to try to get somewhere else. You don't want to get items or get or set up timelines in that way, because then you're not being present.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.